In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly fix bad neck posture. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that can quickly fix bad forward neck posture. A note about these exercises, they all work just a little bit differently. To get the best results, go through them all, use what works best for you. As a bonus, all of the exercises can be done at home, require no special equipment, and you may find give instant results, even within 30 seconds. So with that being said, let's get started. So let's start with a couple easy postural exercises that you can use throughout the day, pretty much anywhere, including at work. The first one is called the turtle. It's a very unique exercise. This one can be done standing or seated. Just start with very good upright posture. Have your back as straight as possible. So what we're going to do first is take our shoulders and bring them backward as much as we can until we feel a really good stretch form in the chest. But more importantly, what we want to do is try to pinch our shoulder blades in the back as much as we can. We're then going to hold this position. The next movement is just sticking our head forward like this as much as we can. It's kind of like a turtle sticking its neck out of its shell. What we're going to do is hold this position and then look upward towards the ceiling as much as we can. And then the last movement is bringing our head backward towards our shoulders. In this position, you're going to feel a ton of muscles start to fire throughout the neck and the upper back. You want to hold this one comfortably for 5 seconds and then relax and then repeat 5 times. So it should take you roughly 30 seconds. Let me switch to a side view so you can see it a little bit better. So we're going to bring those shoulders back like this. We're going to stick our head forward. We're going to look upward towards the ceiling and then bring our head back towards our shoulders. So the next variation is very similar. When I do this one, I tend to feel it a lot more right at the base of the skull over the suboccipital muscles. This is a hot spot for a buildup of tension that can lead to pain and headaches. So if that's the case, especially after using your cell phone or computer too much, give this one a try before you get a headache. It might help relieve it instantly, if not prevent it. So what we're going to do, again, we can do this one standing or seated, is bring our shoulders back like this as much as we can, pinching those shoulder blades. We're then going to look upward towards the ceiling. What we're going to do next is bring our head back towards our shoulders, hold this position, and now tuck our chin towards our chest as much as we can. I really feel it at the base of the skull. This one will give you a nice double chin also. So you're going to hold this one for 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat 5 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So let me show you a side view. So we're going to bring those shoulders back like this. Look upward towards the ceiling. Let's bring our head back and then tuck our chin towards our chest. But go through both of those movements. If one works out better for you, go with it. And a note with this exercise, you can use it throughout the day as much as you like, but if you are building soreness in the neck, allow enough recovery time in there before you do it the next time, because we don't want to build any more pain or discomfort. Here's an easy exercise that you can do daily to help with bad forward neck posture. This one can be done standing or seated. It's a 2-part movement. The first movement, we're going to do what I like to call the neck pump, because we're going to use a pumping motion like this to help loosen up the muscles and bring the head and neck back into better alignment and posture. So what I'm going to do is take 2 fingers, put them right on my chin like this. Let's do a slight chin tuck towards our chest, just very slightly. And then we're going to use our fingers to press our head backward like this as much as we can until we feel a really good deep activation into the muscles of the neck, not to the point where it's causing any pain or discomfort. If that's the case, back off slightly. You're going to hold this for a brief second, and then you're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this over and over again for about 20 repetitions. It should be a nice fluid pumping motion just like this. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it's nice and loose, you're good to go. But if it needs a little bit more, you can always throw in another set or 2. So if you'd like to take this one to the next level and target the neck just a little bit differently, instead of keeping your chin straight, slightly turn it towards one side shoulder and then repeat. Again, you'll notice it hits the neck just a little bit differently. So experiment with going all the way towards the left. Experiment with going towards the right. You'll probably find that one certain spot, like let's say right here on my right side, just is addressing the most amount of tightness or achiness or even pain. At that point, stop over that spot and throw more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose, or until you're not getting any more improvement. So you're probably wondering why I have this towel right here. So let's move on to the second part of this exercise, which is going to focus more on strengthening to help correct that posture for the long term. So I'm going to use a medium-sized hand drying towel. Just roll it up, place it on the back of your head like this, hook the two ends, pull them forward. The movement is very similar. We're going to tuck our chin towards our chest like this, and then we're going to try to press our head backward as much as we can into the towel. The key with this exercise, though, is add resistance into that movement with this towel as much as you can. So really fight it. As you do this, you're going to feel a much deeper activation into those neck muscles. Only go as far as you can comfortably, not to the point of pain or discomfort. When you can't go any further, you're then going to hold this for 5 seconds. You're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this 5 to 10 times. But if it feels like you have more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. And to take this one to the next level, you can do that chin turning motion. So turn a little bit towards your left and repeat, going all the way towards the left and then also towards the right. If any spot needs a little bit more attention, at that point, throw more repetitions in. So an overlooked cause of bad neck posture actually comes from tight chest muscles. Think we're in this position all day long, using cell phones, driving, typing. What it tends to do is draw our shoulders forward, also causing our head to come forward like this. So here's a really easy exercise that you can use throughout the day to help loosen everything and hopefully get really quick neck posture improvement. So I'm going to take my arms, put them off to my side. Palms are going to be facing backward. From there, I'm just going to slowly press my hands backward like this as much as I can, also drawing my shoulders back until I feel a really deep opening stretch in my chest, and also trying to pinch my shoulder blades as much as I can. Once I'm in that position, I'm then going to take my hands, make fists like this, put them right into the small of my back, and then really try to wing my elbows backward while also trying to lift the chest upward towards the ceiling at the same time. In this position, you should feel a really good stretch right here into the chest. Let's hold this position and now take it to the next level by focusing a little bit more on our neck. So this time around, what I'm going to do is slightly tuck my chin towards my chest, and then I'm going to draw my head backward like this as much as I can. You should feel a ton of muscles firing pretty much in the neck, the chest, and the upper back. You're going to hold this position right here for 20 to 30 seconds. You're going to relax, and then on the next repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So if you would really like to take this one to the next level, instead of just going straight back with it like this, do a big wide circle with your head. It doesn't matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise. Go in one direction for about 5 times, and with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So I'm going counterclockwise or clockwise right now. What I'm going to do afterwards is then switch it up and then go clockwise for 5 more repetitions. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like there's a little bit more tightness left in there, you have more room for improvement, you can always throw in another set or 2. Here's a really easy postural exercise that you can do daily right in bed. This is a great one to do first thing in the morning. To get into position, lie on your stomach, scoot forward until your shoulders and head are off the edge. The first movement is very straightforward. We're going to take 2 fingers, put them right on our chin, and then tuck our chin towards our chest just slightly. From there, we're going to press upward towards the ceiling, taking the back of our head upward towards the ceiling as much as we can until we feel a really good activation of those neck muscles. You don't want to go to the point of pain. If that's the case, back off slightly, and then you're going to hold this one comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. And if it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. So let's take this one to the next level and now focus a little bit more into the shoulders and the upper back. We want to help strengthen that area because it will help improve neck posture. So this time around, I'm really going to scoot forward to make sure that my shoulders and head are off the edge. Let's take our arms like this, straighten them, put them off to our side, have our palms facing upward towards the ceiling. This time around, I'm going to do my chin tuck and head retraction as much as I I can, but then I'm going to lift my chest and shoulder upward off the bed at the same time. You should feel a ton start to fire in the upper back down into the shoulder blades. Hold this one for 5 seconds. You're going to relax. On the next repetition, we're going to target the muscles just a little bit differently. So this time around, instead of having my arms straight back, let's take them directly off to our side and have our thumbs pointed upward towards the ceiling, kind of like a hitchhiker sign. And then we're going to repeat that, just driving our thumbs upward towards the ceiling, lifting our shoulders and chest upward. It will hit the muscles a little bit differently. 5-second hold, you're going to relax and then go into the last position, which is taking our hands, putting them on the back of our head, and this time around winging our elbows upward towards the ceiling while also lifting our shoulders and chest upward, holding for 5 seconds. And then you're just going to go in reverse and repeat. You want to do this whole cycle for about 3 to 5 times. And if any of those positions just feel like they're addressing a little bit more tightness or weakness, at that point, throw more repetitions in. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.